Yes, as you've said, nose bleeding is something that we always encounter every other day. Ideally, when you're doing first aid for nose bleeding, one of the don'ts that most people do is tell the casualty to tilt their head backwards.
Yes.
That is a don't. Because ideally, you want to, people usually say that because they think when you tilt it back, the blood will kind of like go back, which isn't exactly how it should be. Actually, the first aid, what you do in case of nose bleeding, it's actually pretty simple.
Okay.
So basically what you do is you ask the casualty to sit just like this. So I'm just going to demonstrate because first aid is pure practical, right? So you just request the casualty to sit like this comfortably. Then they lean forward. They might probably just lean like this and support themselves. Then you ask them to pinch the soft part of the nose. I said the soft part, this part. It's not like here or anywhere, just here, right? So they just lean forward like this and pinch for about 10 minutes.
And breathe through the mouth.
Yes.
Don't stop breathing.
Oh, yes, very key. So when you actually ask them to pinch this, so just continue to breathe with your mouth like this, right? So something like that for 10 minutes. Then they stop pinching, you check. If they're still nose bleeding, another 10 minutes.
Of repeating the same actions.
And then you check, and then another 10 minutes. If by then, naturally, when your nose bleeding, blood already has the clotting factors, which actually helps the nosebleed to stop. But if you do that for 30 minutes, that is 10 minutes you check, another 10 you check, and the casualty has not actually recovered, now you actually need to call for assistance and take that casualty to hospital.
All right.
But ideally, within that period, it actually works. As I said, kindly just make it 10 minutes. Normally people are like, you should actually do or to see if there's still more, right? Actually, when you do that, because sometimes nose bleeding is usually caused by a damage on the blood capillaries in the nose.
Busting of the capillaries.
If you actually blow it, now you're making it worse, right? So you just do 10 minutes, exactly 10 minutes like that. Then you check. If it's still bleeding, you do again. 3 intervals, that's 30 minutes. If it continues, then you need to go to hospital. But naturally, it should stop.
Now, how do you clean after that process? Because many times you'd find that the blood that was maybe coming out has clotted around the nose. How do you clean it without causing more damage by blowing your nose?
Yes. So what you do is you use a clean piece of cloth and warm water. Just put it in warm water and then just clean. You can maybe ensure that the cloth is soft.
Yes.
You just use it to clean that area. And that is just going to be enough.
All right.
Yes.